painted a couple of the pieces on the dash just to get everything else to blend. Since I painted the bezel black, needs some light on. Since that bezel's black in there, I figure it'll kind of blend in with the rest of it. So around the stereo, the heat grills on both sides, and then the trimmer on the stereo. I'll see how she looks. I'm just about to pop it back together. That's a little better. Of course, I have to clean the truck again before I can start working. There's one grill cover on. I like it. And this guy last. There we go. Everything's set up nice and neat now. Oh yeah, it's working. Good. Well, under my dash is a disaster. That's normal. The new thing that I did today, I added these 3 toggle switches. The first one is for the button I added on the tailgate of my truck. If somebody opens the back window, it turns on the interior light, and this is the bypass switch, so if I wanted to drive with the back window open, the light doesn't stay on when I'm driving, whether it's on day or night. I'm just holding the push pin with my foot. And the second switch is actually for the DVD player. It's the same as putting the parking brake on, only without putting on the parking brake, so I can watch movies if I'm driving. Not that I watch movies while I drive. I can play movies while I drive. The third one is just a wire at the moment. I'm going to actually use that for my amplifier cutoff in addition to the radio, so it's only going to be on when the radio's on and when the switch is on. In case I need to bypass it in a hurry, I just hit the switch and off she goes. So, good stuff. Okay, I just cleaned this section here. I'm going to just clean one area at a time. This is the piece I plan to stick down. I'm going to go underneath all my wiring that's in the truck now. Try and go underneath everything, and then I'll tape it to the dynamat, and then the interior will go back on top, and hopefully nobody will be the wiser. I've never laid this stuff before. I'm going to try and see what I get. Definitely don't have enough to do the whole truck. I'm going to have to buy some more. The end of the story. Okay, well, let's see what happens. Okay, well, it's 1:30 in the morning. I've managed only 3 sheets by now. Mind you, that's a lot of rolling. Every single crevice for the whole back end of this truck is all ribbed, so it's starting to sound a little bit better. I'm gonna have to order some more. I've got about 6 sheets left. I should be able to finish the floor all the way up to the onto the dash there. I'm gonna probably have to get at least 2 more boxes to finish the walls and the roof. The roof is flat all the way across. That'll be a big one. Probably that in itself will be 1 box, and I'm thinking 1 box for each side. And up the pillars across the back and down again. I'm gonna call it quits for now. I'll get back at it in the morning. I bought the 36 square foot Dynamat kit. So far I've done the back of the truck, underneath the rear seat. I'm working my way underneath the passenger seat. I've got just 2 sheets left. The next 2 sheets probably are going to finish almost the passenger compartment, somewhere around this area here. I ordered 2 more boxes. 1 box for the walls and the doors, and then 1 full box for the ceiling. I just bought some expanding foam, and there's a particular void in the ceiling where the roof meets all the way around the truck, and when I move the roof I could push on it and I'd get creaking from up there. It makes a heck of a lot of noise when you drive because the headliner, there isn't too much insulation up there, so you really hear it. So what I did was I just shot some expanding foam inside the seam all the way around. Once it's all set up and dry, it's getting there. It's still soft in the middle. They say it takes 8 hours. I'll trim the rest of it out, everything that's in the way, and hopefully that's going to stop some of the creaking. But then all the way up to the edge of the expanding foam, I'm going to try and put the Dynamat up there. And I shot in some of the supports across too, where there was a spot where I could move. I want to get rid of the noise in here and just make it sound the best it can sound. This is the Torx bit that happens to fit the seat belt bolts. I think the driver's side seat belt's a little bit seized. I tried getting it off yesterday using the wrench. And fortunately I didn't snap the head off, so I can still use it for the moment, because in order to drive my truck, you're supposed to have seat belts in there, so I'm taking them out, I'm putting them back in just to do the Dynamat around them. But definitely have to buy a new one. I'm not going to try that again. It's going to just stay. I'll work around it. So that's how I've been doing it. Working little pieces at a time, overlapping. Just a little bit there. Yeah, I got 1 little piece left. But then almost the floor is done, just under the driver's seats now. That'll take me probably 3 sheets. Well, this was the entire 36 square feet of Dynamat. For my first time having done it, I don't think it looks all that bad. A lot of these creases in the Dynamat were there when it was shipped because they folded into thirds in the box. Last thing I gotta do is underneath the driver's seat. But for now I'm gonna put the passenger seat back in, so at least I can drive the truck with a passenger. And I'm gonna get her cleaned up for now. And I gotta wait for the rest of the Dynamat to come in. And I can start running some wires and find out where I'm gonna place these amps exactly in the back. Put the interior back together, and oh boy, lots of work still. And I'm still waiting for this stuff to set up perfectly here, and it's a little squishy yet.
Visit Davenport.com. $50 grant toward all undergraduate